Right friends, welcome back to Questions and Answers General and Banking. This is week 36 from 31st August to 6th September, and we are going to discuss 28 questions. The first and the foremost question is, in Tier 3 to Tier 6 centers, the cash withdrawal limit for debit cards and open prepaid cards issued by banks at POS terminals now stands at rupees 2000 per day at POS terminals. You may ask, what is POS terminal? Please look into this picture. POS terminal you will find at various shopping malls. If you go to some shopping mall, you will find this type of a small handheld instrument. Normally you will swipe the card to make the payment for the items whatever you have purchased. That is POS terminals. And RBI permitted cash withdrawal at POS terminals by using debit cards, not only debit cards, by using open prepaid cards issued by banks. The cash limit per day is now enhanced in Tier 3 to Tier 6 centers to rupees 2000 a day. Tier 3 and Tier 6 centers. You may ask, what is Tier 3 and Tier 6 centers? Banks categorize various centers based on the population. If the population is 1 lakh and above, it is a Tier 1 center. If the population is from 50,000 to 99,999, it is Tier 2 center. So, Tier 1, Tier 2 centers are areas having population of more than 50,000, or you can say 50,000 and above. So, basically urban areas. Now, RBI liberalized withdrawal of money at POS terminals in the areas up to the population of 49,999, or you can say Tier 3 to Tier 6 centers. And don't forget, this is for the debit cards and open prepaid cards issued by the banks. Open prepaid cards. Prepaid cards are three types. One is a closed prepaid card. Second is a semi-closed prepaid card. Third one is open prepaid card. And this differentiation we will discuss sometime the next class. But for the time being, please don't forget, in Tier 3 to Tier 6 centers, withdrawal limit at POS terminals stands at 2000 per day, enhanced from rupees 1000, and at Tier 1 and Tier 2 centers, it stands at 1000 per day. Please don't forget. Right? Look into the next one. 807 families are going to be relocated under golden handshake to conserve tiger population at Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. Name the state. Mudumalai Tiger Reserve is situated in Tamil Nadu. And tiger conservation, the conservation of tigers is undertaken through the project Tiger. All of you are well aware, Project Tiger is the project launched on 1st April 1973. And subsequently, to administer the project of Project Tiger, National Tiger Conservation Authority was created by making amendments to Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Project Tiger is administered under the authority of National Tiger Conservation Authority, and please don't forget, National Tiger Conservation Authority is the statutory body. And this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve population are going to be evacuated. 807 families will be evacuated, and this Mudumalai Tiger Reserve is situated in Tamil Nadu. And in the next classes, we discuss the differentiation between what is the wildlife sanctuary and what is national park, right? NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, credit card, debit card transactions, mobile banking transactions. These are all small value transactions, and these are categorized under retail electronic payments in banking parlance. NEFT, then credit card, debit card transactions, then mobile banking transactions, These are basically small value transactions or low value transactions, and these are categorized as retail transactions in banking parlance, and corporate transactions, all of you are well aware, corporate banking pertains to the companies, right? Look into the next one. To protest against the falling prices in agriculture, 1500 tractors were converged in the streets of Paris recently. Fall of the agriculture prices is the biggest problem being faced in the world in recent days. As per the recent news reports, agriculture product prices have fallen by 7%, and to protest against the fall in agriculture prices, farmers protested in Paris. Please look into this picture, right? Look into the next one. RBI stated that it will release ₹5 coins to commemorate the golden jubilee of Indo-Pakistan War. India-Pakistan War took place in the year 1965. Both the countries claimed victory. India claimed victory and the victory celebrations are going on. Similarly, Pakistan also claimed victory. They are also celebrating. But the world experts say that India has got upper hand in 1965 Indo-Pak War, and ₹5 coins will be released to commemorate the golden jubilee of Indo-Pak War. Look into the next one. RBI issued instructions that marginal cost of funds method should be followed for calculating base rate with effect from April 1, 2016. Banks calculate base rate. There are various methodologies adopted by the banks, and now RBI gave instructions to all the banks to follow uniform methodology of marginal cost of funds method. And all the banks are required to be followed from April 1, 2016. Please don't forget. And what is the meaning of marginal cost of funds? I think that may not be required. That means going into much detail of this topic may not be required, right? Under the currency swap agreement, Central Bank of Sri Lanka received $1.1 billion from Reserve Bank of India. The Prime Minister previously stated that both the countries will swap their currencies, $1.1 billion value, and recently Central Bank of Sri Lanka received $1.1 billion from Reserve Bank of India under the currency swap agreement. That means swapping the currencies of both the countries, right? Look into the next one. Name the bank which slashed the base rate by 0.35% to become 9.35%. That is the lowest in the banking industry. That is HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank recently slashed the base rate by 0.35%, and its base rate at present stands at 9.35%. The lowest in the banking system as on date. And please don't forget, base rate is the rate below which banks should not normally grant loans to any customer, and there are some exemptions we have already discussed in the banking lectures. For the accounting year 2014-15, RBI decided to transfer 65,896 crores of rupees to Government of India. Why RBI transfer money to government? Because RBI is a banker to the government. That's why at the end of the accounting year, and I would like to tell you one more point, the accounting year for Reserve Bank of India is from July to June. Please don't forget. Normally the financial year is from April to March, but the accounting year for Reserve Bank of India is July to June. Please don't forget. And at the end of the accounting year, Reserve Bank of India normally transfers the surplus to the Government of India because it is a banker to Government of India. And this year it transferred 65,896 crores of rupees. Last year it transferred around 52,000 crores of rupees, right? And please don't forget, Reserve Bank of India also maintains contingency fund and asset development fund. To mark the birth anniversary of India's second president, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, the Prime Minister launched commemorative coins of rupees 10 and rupees 125. Please don't forget. All of you are well aware, Teachers' Day on September 5 is celebrated every year. That is the birth anniversary of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, the second President of India. And to commemorate that, rupees 10 and rupees 125 coins were released. Right, friends? The initiative of Human Resource Development Ministry to showcase the artistic talent of students at the secondary stage in visual arts, music, dance and theatre. This is named Kala Utsav. Please don't forget. So please look into this picture. This is the picture of Kala Utsav. Right? This is the initiative of Human Resource Development Ministry so as to showcase the talent of students at the secondary level in visual arts, music, dance and theatre. Wes Craven, who has died recently, was a famous filmmaker and his films include Scream. Please look into this. And Wes Craven, who died recently, is a famous filmmaker. Oliver Sacks, a famous neurologist who died recently, was a famous author also. Famous neurologist born in Britain, subsequently spent most of his life in United States of America, and his famous autobiographical account of his effort helping the patients suffering from encephalitis lethargica is Awakenings. It is famous all over the world. So, Awakenings is the famous autobiography indicating his account of efforts to help people with encephalitis lethargica, right? So, Oliver Sacks, who died recently, he wrote several books and famous neurologist, acclaimed neurologist in the world. Not only that, he is famous author. For greening of highways, recently Government of India decided government will spend 1% of the project cost. Basically, to green the highways, government intends to spend 1% of the total project cost. Writer Uday Prakash decided to return his Sahitya Academi Award to protest against the murder of Kannada scholar M.M. Kalburgi. All of you are well aware, in recent times, rationalist thinkers are being gunned down. For the past 2 years, if you see, Narendra Dabholkar was gunned down in Pune, and the next scholar, Govind Pansare, was murdered in Kolhapur when he was going for a morning walk. Now, M.M. Kalburgi was murdered, and in view of the murders of rationalist thinkers, now Uday Prakash, Sahitya Academi Prize winner for 2010-11 for his collection of short stories Mohan Das, stated that he will return his Sahitya Academi Award because of the murder of several rational thinkers in recent times. Aadesh Shrivastava, famous music director of Hindi cinema, died recently. He composed music for several films and he is the famous music director in Hindi, died at the age of around 50 because of cancer, and his premature death is a big loss to the Hindi film industry, right? The vaccine 116E pertains to Rotavirus. Rotavirus is one of the main causes of diarrhea in children. Almost 30 to 40% of children's diarrhea deaths are due to rotavirus. Rotavirus affects the cells of the small intestine in the body, and children below 1 year are the worst sufferers due to rotavirus. And this vaccine 116E was indigenously developed in India, and please don't forget 116E vaccine pertains to rotavirus. 10 trade unions recently resorted to day-long nationwide strike on 2nd September. They resorted to the strike due to the alleged government's strategy on amendments to labor laws. Second is privatization of public sector enterprises by the government, and they are also protesting against FDI in railways and defense. All of you are well aware, FDI in railways increased to 100% except operations and safety. FDI in the defense stands at 49%, and they are against the FDI in these sectors. Second thing is they are protesting against the privatization of public sector enterprises. Government is planning to privatize some of the public sector enterprises, and they are also protesting against disinvestment and amendments to labor laws, right? And amendments to labor laws are very much required when government wants to increase ease of doing business index in this country. We stand at 142 in the ease of doing business index released by World Bank, and government intends to bring it to 50, and government, if it wants to bring it really to 50, it need to implement some labor laws, land laws, right? And answer here is all the above. And in the 10 trade unions, Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh affiliated to Bharatiya Janata Party has not participated. Look into the next one. Joint meeting of G20 finance and labor ministers was held at Ankara. G20 is the group of 20 nations started in the year 1999. Here governments will discuss about policy issues. This G20 is basically the group of developed nations, emerging economies along with European Union. G20 is the group of developed nations, emerging economies, or you can say developing countries. Third one is European Union. So this is the block of G20, started in the year 1999. Two things, because it deliberates on policy issues. Governments deliberate on policy issues, and second important point is central banks deliberate about financial stability. These two are important. Look into the next one. Baidu satellite navigation system belongs to China, as GPS belongs to United States of America. This Baidu satellite navigation system belongs to China. Please don't forget. UDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India. It is an executive body. Please don't forget. It is not a constitutional body. At the same time, it is not a statutory body. It is executive body, and it started to function under Planning Commission, but now it functions under Niti Aayog, because Niti Aayog came in place of Planning Commission. So, Unique Identification Authority of India, which gives a 12-digit Aadhaar number, is an executive body, right? Government has not made it a statutory body. That is the reason why Aadhaar number is facing several legal wrangles, right friends? Wilfred de Souza, who passed away recently, was the former Chief Minister of Goa. He was a famous surgeon. He got 2 FRCS degrees, 3-time Chief Minister of Goa, died at the age of 88. ONGC Videsh Ltd, you may ask, what is ONGC Videsh? ONGC Videsh Ltd is the 100% owned subsidiary of Oil and Natural Gas Commission. ONGC Videsh Ltd is 100% owned subsidiary of ONGC, and this ONGC Videsh Ltd looks at exploration in other countries, having tie-ups with other countries, taking minority stake in some firms in other countries. Basically, to look at exploration by having tie-ups with other countries, this ONGC Videsh Ltd will purchase 15% stake in Russia's second biggest oil field, Vankor, from Rosneft. What is Rosneft? Rosneft is the state-owned oil company of Russia. So, from the state-owned oil company of Russia, that is Rosneft, this ONGC Videsh will purchase 15% stake in Russia's second biggest oil field, Vankor, and the cost is $1.268 billion. Oil exploration normally runs into billions of dollars, please don't forget. India recorded its first series victory in cricket in Sri Lanka after a gap of 22 years. Previously in Sri Lanka, India won the series when Mohammad Azharuddin's team defeated Sri Lanka in the year 1993 by 1-0. After a gap of 22 years, Virat Kohli's India team defeated Sri Lanka by 2-1 to win the series. World-renowned auction house Sotheby's will open its first office in Mumbai. This is Sotheby's. It is 1744 organization started in London, one of the largest brokers of fine and decorative art and jewellery. This is the organization of fine and decorative art and jewellery. For the first time, it is starting its office in Mumbai and it is now headquartered in New York City. Catalonia is going to polls this month. This is the region where the demand for independence is still active. This Catalonia is a triangular shaped region. Out of Spain, one side the Mediterranean Sea, other side it is France, and this region Catalonia is in Spain. They are demanding independence for several years and this region is going to polls this month. This is one of the richest regions in Spain. Because of several austerity measures in Spain, this region people are not happy, and please don't forget Barcelona is the port city and famous city situated in this Catalonia region, right? Look into the next one. Rajiv Mehrishi became the Home Secretary. He will have a tenure of 2 years. Please don't forget LC Goyal has to demit office within 7 months. Now, Rajiv Mehrishi, who was previously Finance Secretary, became the Home Secretary now. And I would like to tell you one important point. Cabinet Secretary, Secretaries of Home, Defence and External Affairs will have a fixed tenure of 2 years irrespective of the situation, which may go up to beyond 60 years also. Normally 60 years is the retirement age, and for these posts, that is Cabinet Secretary, Home Secretary, Defence Secretary, External Affairs Secretary, whenever they are appointed, they will have a fixed tenure of 2 years. Please don't forget. And R.P. Vatal became the Finance Secretary in place of Rajiv Mehrishi. Last question, the cricket test series between India and South Africa will be renamed as Mahatma Gandhi-Nelson Mandela series. So from now onwards, India-South Africa series will be called Mahatma Gandhi-Nelson Mandela series. Right friends, with this let us conclude questions and answers general and banking, and have a nice day. Thank you.